A little taste of wintry weather is on the way to the Bluegrass. Find out how much snow we can see on this episode of the Bluegrass Weather Report. Hello, I'm Meteorologist Shane Smith, and welcome to the Bluegrass Weather Report for Friday, December 16th, 2022. I'm glad you have joined us today, and we've still got a little bit of lingering precipitation across the Commonwealth today, and we may be making a transition from rain to maybe a little wintry mix and even outright snow. Here's a look at the radar picture right now as we begin to record this video. It is just around 10:30 on Thursday evening, but as we go into Friday, we're going to see little bands of precipitation cross across Kentucky. We still got that cold front just off to our east, and that big storm that's now cranking across the east coast. But up in the upper Midwest, back towards St. Paul, Minnesota, there's an upper level low pressure system that is really starting to spin up. And a couple of pieces of that, little troughs may break down, and little spokes of energy will spin around it and could bring us some precipitation on Friday and Saturday, maybe even Sunday here in the Bluegrass. And with that, we are looking at the potential of rain on Friday to some wintry mix to possibly outright rain and snow on Saturday and Sunday. Let's take a look at some of the models, see what they are showing. We're going to first start off with the high resolution rapid refresh. And as we go into Friday morning, we're going to wake up around the freezing mark for most of Kentucky, maybe a few spots slightly above freezing in eastern Kentucky. And as we go throughout the day, temperatures are only going to climb into the upper 30s and low 40s. It is going to be a very cold day across the Commonwealth today on this Friday. And then as we go into Saturday, notice that little reinforcing shot of cold air rolls in, and highs on Saturday only top out in the lower 30s. And up in central Kentucky, we may not get out of the upper 20s. It is going to be a cold, cold day. And with that cold weather, any precipitation that falls may fall in the form of snow. Check this out. HRRR model radar simulation showing snow Friday evening scattered across the Commonwealth. Looks like best chances central and eastern Kentucky. A few more bands rolling through on Saturday. Those could even linger into early Sunday. We're not looking at a ton of snow, but could we get some light accumulation out of this? Absolutely. It is definitely within the realm of possibility for us to see a little bit of light snow. Will it cause any major travel issues? No. We should be A-okay for that. But as we start to take a look at the long range picture, that's where things start to get a little bit interesting. So that upper low spins off to our north on Sunday. Once again, can't rule out a slight chance of a little wintry precipitation with that northwest flow. And the GFS trying to kick in a little southern stream action Tuesday into Wednesday. That could maybe kick us a little rain or snow. We'll have to wait and see about that. But notice that cold air really starting to dive in to the Pacific Northwest by Wednesday as this huge area of low pressure looks to spin up and then just hammer the East Coast going into Christmas Eve. Oof, that's going to be a crippling winter storm for the Northeast if the GFS model is right. Now, we are still about a week out, so this forecast can and will change. And in fact, the models are not agreeing on how this plays out. Let's go over to our friend, the European model, see what it has to say. And it's a little slower with that low exiting the region. Once again, can't rule out a little bit of snow on Saturday. It's not picking up on that southern stream system quite as well as the GFS. It's keeping things much farther to our south, keeping us dry for early next week. And then as we go into Thursday and Friday, notice it's kind of keeping the energy separated into two pieces. It spins up a low off the East Coast, and then on the 22nd, next Thursday, bringing in a little piece of energy behind, and then giving us a little bit of light snow that may linger into early Christmas Eve morning, and then drying us out, but with bitter cold temperatures rolling in. We're talking 30 to 40 degrees below average. We may have wind chills Christmas Eve and Christmas Day near or below zero. Now, a lot of people are already talking snow, throwing out totals. Not going to throw out totals, but I am going to show you three different models' takes on the snow. The GFS on the super heavy side. That would be a pretty significant hit for most of central and eastern Kentucky by Christmas Eve morning if it plays out. The European says, hold your horses, GFS. Light to moderate snow, but enough to make things pretty. Maybe keep enough on the ground for a white Christmas. And then the Canadians like, snow, eh? Up north, eh? Yeah, not showing much of any. So still a lot of disagreement in the models, at least about the precipitation. But what we're not seeing disagreement on is the cold. Almost every model right now is showing big time Arctic air moving in just before Christmas. We are talking temperatures running 20 to 30 degrees below average in the bluegrass possible right around Christmas time. Now, our highs should be into the 40s, lows in the 20s. You shave 30 degrees off that, friends, and whoa! Make sure that heat's working, and make sure you got some extra heat sources because we could be talking absolutely brutal cold. One of the coldest Christmases we've had in a long time here in the bluegrass possible if those models hold up. Now, there is still a lot of time between now and Christmas for this forecast to adjust. In fact, we're still over a week away. So I want you guys to keep checking back in here with the Bluegrass Weather Report. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to smash that like button and especially subscribe and get those notifications turned on. Click that bell and be sure to follow us as we're going to be tracking the potential of winter weather leading up to Christmas and all winter long. So stick with us, and until next time, take care and stay weather aware.